watched a speech where the first 10 seconds told you everything you needed to know? And it might be even a little boring. Maybe the speaker starts with, "Hi, my name is," and instantly your attention slips a little. Honestly, I have done that too in my very first presentation video. I opened exactly like that. It's a completely natural way to start, especially when you are still learning. But today, I'm going to apply the very techniques that I'll be teaching you. So in this video, I'll be showing you how we can elevate those openings and how small changes can make an introduction and a conclusion more effective and engaging. I'm Boutayna Manari, and instead of just explaining what makes a strong introduction and a strong conclusion, I'm actually going to show it as we go. Let's get started. So, the first thing we learn in this chapter is from the Roman educator Quintilian. He identified 4 essential purposes for an introduction, and honestly, these are still accurate today. Let's break them down. First, gain attention. This is your hook. If you don't have people's attention, nothing else matters. And attention isn't something audiences just give. You have to earn it. When you open a speech, those first few seconds decide whether your audience will lean in or mentally drift away. A strong opening sets the tone, prepares your audience to listen, and signals that what you're about to say is worth their attention. And here's the good news. After we go through all 4 purposes, I will show you exactly how to make those first seconds truly unforgettable. Now, once you have their attention, the next thing you need to do is show relevance. Basically, you answer the question every audience is secretly thinking. Why should I care about this? People don't automatically connect to a topic just because you like it. You have to help them see how it affects their life, their goals, or their experiences. For example, if I tell you we are talking about introductions and conclusions, you might think, okay, and how does that help me? But the moment I add, this can help you in a job interview, a class presentation, a work meeting, or even a YouTube video, now you understand why it matters. Relevance is basically you saying, I'm not just talking at you, I'm talking to you. And once people see themselves in the topic, they become way more willing to listen. Alright, so once the audience knows why the topic matters, the next thing they want to know is, why should I listen to you about this? Credibility doesn't mean you need a PhD. It simply means showing that you have prepared, you have researched, or you have personal experience with the topic. For example, if I'm explaining how to create a strong introduction and conclusion, I can mention that I have made presentation videos before, or I have studied this chapter carefully, and I have practiced these techniques myself. Even small detail builds trust. Things like, I researched this, I tried this myself, I have seen this happen, or I learned this from experience, do actually work. Credibility reassures the audience that they are not wasting their time. You actually know what you're talking about, because when the audience trusts the speaker, they trust the message automatically. And finally, the last purpose of an introduction is to preview your main points. This is basically giving the audience a simple roadmap of where you're taking them. When people know what to expect, they relax. They don't have to guess where the speech is going. And previewing doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as, today I'm going to show you how to start strong, how to add wind impacts, and the common mistakes to avoid. You're not given the full explanation yet, just the headlines. It helps the audience follow your structure without feeling lost. Now that we know what an intro should do, let's look at specific ways to actually grab attention. I will go through each one with a quick example so you can hear how they work. I will use the same topic from my previous presentation, giving your first speech developing confidence, because these techniques could have made the introduction even stronger. The first strategy is a story. Stories instantly make an audience listen. Even a small moment can work. For example, I could have said, "Last year, I watched a classmate walk on stage, look at the audience, and forget his entire name. And that's when I realized how terrifying public speaking can be." A question is another technique that works really well. It forces people to think, even if it's rhetorical. For example, have you ever felt your heart beating so fast before a speech that you wanted to just run away? If you want something more factual, a statistic is great. A surprising number hits differently. For example, did you know that 65% of people experience some level of anxiety when speaking in public? But attention doesn't always have to be serious. Sometimes you can lighten the moment with humor. Humor is risky, but effective when done right. For example, I once practiced a speech so much that even my mirror started judging me. Then we have 5, a scenario. A scenario helps an audience picture the moment. It actually paints a picture in their minds. For example, imagine standing in front of an audience. Your hands are cold, your voice is shaken, and someone in the front row is staring directly at your soul. See? Up next, and finally, if you want something short but meaningful, use a quotation. For example, as Mark Twain said, "Courage is resistance to fear, not the absence of fear." These 6 techniques, stories, questions, statistics, humor, scenarios, and quotation, can transform an introduction from basic to memorable. Even though introductions might seem simple, so many speakers fall into the same traps. And trust me, every speaker has done at least one of these at some point. Apologizing right at the start, like, "I didn't prepare, I'm nervous," or "this might be bad." You're basically telling your audience to expect failure before you have even begun. Instead, start confidently. Even if you're nervous, fake it till you make it, because confidence is contagious. Another common problem is a vague or weak opening. Something like, "Today I will talk about something important," or "Hi, my name is," doesn't exactly grab attention. I will admit I have used openings like that myself, like in my very first video. It's not wrong, but it's definitely not strong. Then there is the issue of length. Remember, your introduction is not the whole speech. Keep it tight. Audience attention fades fast, and you don't want to lose them before you even get started. And don't forget connection. If your audience doesn't see how your topic relates to them, their minds wander. Make it relevant, make them care. Finally, be careful not to go off topic. Humor and creativity are great tools, but only if they support your message. If you drift too far, you will leave your audience confused instead of engaged. By avoiding these pitfalls, apologizing, vague openings, long intros, lack of connection, and straying off topic, you automatically set yourself up to make a strong first impression. And once your introduction is solid and you make the body, the next part is just as important: the conclusion. After all, the conclusion is not only the last thing your audience hears, it's often the first thing they remember. Now, let's look at the 4 components of a strong conclusion. First, you need to signal the end. Your audience shouldn't be surprised when your speech finishes. Phrases like "to sum up" or "as we wrap up" smoothly guide them into the final part. Second, summarize your main ideas. You don't repeat everything, just highlight the core message. Third, provide psychological closure. This is one of my favorite parts. It means coming full circle, returning to something from your introduction. For example, if I started by talking about boring speeches, I could close by tying back to that idea. Finally, end with impact. Your last sentence should be memorable, leaving a lasting impression. But how do you create that impact? To end a speech effectively, there are several strategies you can use. You might give a call to action, encouraging your audience to apply what you have shared, for example. A well-chosen quotation can leave a lasting impression, while a short story or scenario can help them envision the future. Returning to your opening idea creates a satisfying full circle moment, and a dramatic statement delivers one final bold punch. These 6 approaches each create a different kind of impact, so choose the one that fits your message, your audience, and your personality. But closing well isn't just about what you do. You also need to avoid common mistakes. So let's move on to what not to do in your conclusion. Even when you know what makes a strong ending, it's easy to make mistakes. One common error is an abrupt ending. No signal, no transition, just stopping, which leaves the audience confused. Another is introducing new information. Your conclusion should tie things together, not add fresh points. A third mistake is providing no closure. If you don't connect back to your main idea or your introduction, the speech feels incomplete. Rush delivery is also a problem. Many speakers speed up, too eager to finish. But your final words need space to land. And finally, weak impact. Your ending shouldn't fade away. It should hit the audience, leaving a clear, memorable impression. Before we wrap up, let's go over the key takeaways. A strong introduction does more than just start your speech. It grabs your attention, shows why your topic matters, builds your credibility, and gives your audience a preview of what's coming. To get that attention, you can use a story, ask a question, share a statistic, sprinkle in humor, and paint a scenario, or even use a quotation. But be careful. Weak openings like apologizing or being vague can immediately lose your audience. On the flip side, a powerful conclusion doesn't just end the speech, it seals it. It tells the audience you're landing, ties your ideas together, and leaves them with a final spark. But when a conclusion stumbles, when it's sudden, scattered, or rushed, it breaks the moments and softens everything you have built. In short, open strong and close even stronger. That makes your message matter. I hope this gives you a clearer sense of just how much power the first and last moments of a speech truly hold, and how you can use them to shape your audience's experience from beginning to end. Thank you for watching.